So I don't usually do this and bring up problems, but I was on YouTube just watching some of my interviews, and I was going down the comments and noticed a lot of people were saying that I give them a gay vibe. First of all, I'm not gay. Second of all, it shouldn't make a difference if I was or if I wasn't. The focus should be on the music, not my sexuality.
Shawn Mendes has been in the spotlight lately, shutting down people who keep calling him gay. But let's be real, how true is that? What he said earlier hasn't aged well at all, especially since he's addressed those gay rumors again this time. And trust me, it's totally juicy, y'all. We're about to spill all the tea on this today, so stick around. So, Shawn Mendes burst onto the scene as a teen, and it wasn't long before he became the ultimate heartthrob. But along with that fame came a whole lot of chatter. Yup, we're talking about the ongoing speculation about his sexuality. People were convinced he was gay, and that drove him a bit nuts, as he shared in his chat with Dax Shepard on the Armchair Expert podcast. It's not just that people think he might be dating men, it's also about the way he talks and acts. And now, during his show at the Red Rocks Amphitheater in Colorado on October 28th, Mendes got real about his feelings and anxiety around this whole topic. He opened up about how becoming famous at just 15 meant he didn't get to explore his identity like most teens do. Throughout the speech, Shawn kept strumming his guitar, opening up more and more. At one point, he shared that writing his song The Mountain was a big deal to him because it finally gave him a way to talk about all the rumors swirling around his love life. He said it felt very important because it let him tackle the gossip in a way that actually felt true to him. He continued, "The real truth about my life and sexuality is that, man, I'm just figuring it out like everyone." He went on, "I don't really know sometimes, and I know other times. It feels really scary because we live in a society that has a lot to say about that." Wrapping up his heartfelt moment, Shawn expressed, "I'm trying to be really brave and just allow myself to be a human and feel things. And that's all I really want to say about that for now."
Since I was really young, there's just been this thing about my sexuality, and people have been talking about it for so long, and I think it's kind of silly because I think sexuality is such a beautifully complex thing, and it's so hard to just put into boxes. And yeah, and it always felt like such a intrusion on something very personal to me, something that I was figuring out in myself, something that I had yet to discover and still have yet to discover. And you know, writing this song felt really important to me because it felt like a moment where I could address it in a way that felt close to my heart. And yeah, I guess I'm just speaking freely now because I just want to be able to be closer to everyone and just kind of be in my truth. And you know, the real truth about my life and my sexuality is that, man, I'm just figuring it out like everyone, and I don't really know sometimes, and I know other times. And it feels really scary because we live in a society that has a lot to say about that. And I'm trying to be really brave and just allow myself to be a human and feel things. And yeah, that's all I really want to say about that for now. But
Shawn's really been trying to just be real with himself, saying he's trying to be really brave and just allow himself to be a human and feel things. And honestly, this isn't the first time he's had to face the spotlight over his sexuality. I mean, people have been buzzing for years, especially with all the rumors that popped up when he was linked to Camila Cabello, Sabrina Carpenter, and a few other celebs. Back in 2018, he even told Rolling Stone, "I feel like I need to go be seen with someone, like a girl, in public, to prove to people that I'm not gay," even though deep down, he knew there was nothing wrong with it if he was. You don't have to look far to see what Shawn's talking about. Just hop on social media. People are out here making memes, pairing his pics with jokes about being closeted, and there are even videos breaking down every little move he makes. It's like, in certain corners of the internet, outing him has turned into some kind of twisted spectator sport. Shawn admitted he sometimes finds himself watching his own interviews, picking apart his voice, his body language, all because strangers online comment on the way he crosses his legs or the tone of his voice. At one point, point, Shawn got fed up while scrolling through the endless YouTube comments questioning his sexuality. So, in a moment of frustration, he whipped out his phone and recorded a Snapchat story, letting out all that pent-up energy. Then, just a year later, he opened up about it again to The Guardian, calling the rumors hurtful and admitting they really got him worked up. Fast forward to 2020 on Dax Shepard's Armchair Expert podcast, and Shawn got even more real. He shared that he used to struggle with how his voice sounded, worrying about little things that really messed with him.
Hey guys. I've always wanted to just be like so laid back like this. I've seen everyone look like they're relaxing so much during this podcast, and I was so excited to like cross my legs in an interview.
There were all these rumors about you being gay early on. And I remember thinking, oh, you're in this impossible situation, because if you want to come out and go, I'm not gay, it has some weird veil of homophobia, which I'm certain you're not homophobic. And so I guess if I were you, I'd want to go like, hey, I'd be happy to be gay. I don't mind being gay. I happen to not be gay. It just seems like a weird position to be in.
Yeah. It was also so frustrating for me because there's some people in my life like I was very, very close to who were gay and in the closet. And I felt like this real anger for those people. I don't know. I mean, it's such a tricky thing. You're right. You want to say like, I'm not gay, but it would be fine if I was gay. But and also like, I have nothing wrong with being gay, but I'm not, you know, like you don't really know how to respond to the situation.
Yeah.
He even said the rumors are like a never-ending cycle that just wears him down. And of course, they hit even harder because he's got friends and people around him who are part of the LGBTQ plus community, and some are still not out. That's put him in this weird, mixed-up space where he's both frustrated and confused. He's thought, I might not be gay, but if I were, it'd be fine. Like, he wishes he could just come out and say that to shut everyone up, but finding the right words to tackle this sensitive stuff is tricky. He's trying to show support, but at the same time, he's out here dealing with people's expectations and pressure, and it's not easy. And now, in his song The Mountain, he's just like, say I like girls, say I like boys, whatever fits your mold. You know, fans are really stepping up to defend Shawn online, and it's like they've formed a whole squad just to protect him from all the crazy rumors he's been dealing with for a decade now. One fan even said, I love Shawn for his music, not because he is gay or straight. Why can't we just love him for who he is no matter what? Another pointed out, I'm not even a fan of Shawn, but this man has been harassed for what, a decade over his sexuality. He shouldn't have to open up about anything if he doesn't want to. Honestly, Shawn Mendes is not here to fit into anyone's box, and we love that for him. At 26, he can be straight, gay, bisexual, or just say, screw labels. At the end of the day, it's nobody's business but his. He doesn't owe anyone explanations or admissions about who he loves or how he identifies. Remember, this dude got famous for his killer singing, not for his sexuality. So let's keep the focus on his talent. Yeah, but if he does decide to come out, we're so here for it. We're glad to see Shawn getting real and giving himself some space to just be. Whatever his truth is, we just hope he feels a little lighter and a little more free to live it. Let us know in the comments. Check out my previous videos to stay updated on the latest and hottest teas. See y'all later!